Hi everybody, Carmen here. I know today, if you were paying attention, we should be doing how to make gift bags. But unfortunately, Reva is a little under the weather, so she's at home. So I'm stepping in, and instead of gift bags for today's How Do I, we are going to talk about how do I find great gifts for makers. So what I'm going to do today is take you through some of the fun new notions, some of our favorite notions, just some of the fun, great things that could make a great gift for yourself or for a maker in your life. So I have a whole table of goodies here. A couple of these things are brand new. They were just released. And some of these things are things that I think are just great. So let's see, where do I want to begin? Maybe I will begin over here with the new Quilting Ruler Rack and Organizer by Quilter Select. Quilter Select products are designed by Alex Anderson, so she's always trying to create things that she wants to use, if you know what I mean. So here we go. You can see it here. I have it actually set up, but what it is, it's a wooden, it's actually decently heavy. It's a wooden tray here that has all of these slits, so that way you can put all of your different rulers in here, line them up. I also love there's even a spot for the rotary cutter. If you're not familiar with the Quilter Select rotary cutter, this thing is amazing and I highly recommend it. This all by itself could actually be a great gift for somebody if they don't have a beautiful rotary cutter. These are our favorite because they have this lovely weight. So that way when you are cutting, you don't have to press so hard. It's doing most of the work. But let me just show you the pro tip on how this works. We get a lot of questions about this. So when you push this button here, it releases the blade, okay? And then you let go of the button, and now the blade is out. Do you see the difference? And then when I want to close the blade, I just tap it. So you just push the button while you release the blade pops out, and then you tap it to close it. So it's very easy to keep it safe, so you're never accidentally having an open blade somewhere, but it works beautifully, and then this can be left-handed or right-handed, and because it has this beautiful weight, it just really makes it so much easier to use and is less pressure on your wrist and things while you're cutting. So there's even a spot for that here. The Quilter Select rulers could also make a lovely gift, but there's lots of spots here. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can hold 10 different rulers here. Plus there's a spot in the front for a rotary cutter. There's also a place in the back. So I put this add-a handle in here. This would be a great stocking stuffer. So the add-a handle by Quilter Select, it just goes on to any ruler, right? You just need one handle and you just put it on the ruler you're using at the moment. And then what's brilliant about it is when you are sitting here and you are cutting with like your rotary cutter, right? You're cutting here like this. Your hand isn't like close by the blade. You're able to just put firm pressure right in the middle of that ruler in one spot. It's really easy. And then this is just a suction cup and it comes off. So there's also room for this to live here. And then the other thing that I have tucked back in my little quilting ruler rack and organizer here is a USB stick. This is a brand new USB stick by Baby Lock. It looks like a little sewing machine, but when you pull it apart, it's a USB stick. I believe it's a 16 gig USB stick, so it can hold lots of designs. It works in your sewing machines. I just love that it's a little sewing machine. Also can make a really fun gift for somebody, a little different than your normal memory stick. So let's see what else I have. Oh, this is a fun, I think this is cute. This is a little cute heart-shaped metal tin that has 3 spools of regular sewing thread. Gray and black and white are all in there. So this could also make a really cute little stocking stuffer for someone. Here we have a nice little scissor set that's a nice little gift set. So you can see there's a nice pair of like filigreed scissors that are all sort of pretty and beautiful. And these would be nice little snips. And then there's also a matching little tape measure. And then it comes in this nice box. So this would also make a really nice little stocking stuffer or gift for someone because it does come packaged in a really nice way for a gift. Okay, next here, since we're talking about tools, let's talk about this tool set. This is the Baby Lock Premium Serger Tool Kit. Now you don't have to have a Baby Lock serger for this to be useful. Anyone who is serging may find this helpful. It comes with the fabric control tool, the seam ripper, the double-eyed needles, and the 3.5-inch double curved scissors. So it comes in this nice box like this. And when I figure out which side it opens on, It opens up here and you can see it comes with one of those awesome surgical seam rippers with extra blades. These are very sharp, but they really do work amazing. This is the fabric control tool. This always reminds me of a dentist tool for something because it's got these like little hooky things, but it has a flatter edge, not like pointy like you would have at your dentist. And this is great for grabbing. If you need to grab one of those tails, you need to push something. You have a lot of dexterity with this little tool here. That's why it's called a fabric control tool. And then these are the nice little scissors for snipping. And then of course, the double-eyed needle. And for those of you who don't serge that much, the reason why a double-eyed needle is so handy when you're serging is because it's a great way to tuck those tails and pull them back through and hide them in the serging seam, so that way nothing comes unraveled. And this is a great tool. It comes with 2 of these because sometimes we lose them. So it's good to have a second one. So this is a great set. That's like really our best-selling tools when working with a serger are all in here. The only other thing you need is some tweezers, but your machine should have come with that. And if not, we also have great tweezers in the store. Okay, so next we have we've talked about this guy before, but it works so well. It's called the Ultimate Thread Dispenser. It comes, I think right now we have blue and pink. I think the white are not available at the moment. We have blue and pink. They come in 2 different colors. And what this is great for is you set this on your machine. You put your normal spool holder up through here. And what this guy does, you can see it spins. You can see it has its own little device for putting your thread through. This works wonders when you have a finicky thread like metallic thread, some sort of really fuzzy thread, some sort of thread that just isn't behaving or that's getting all like, you know how sometimes when a thread comes off just the way it was wound, it starts like spinning into itself and twisting. And so then it doesn't work right. This will prevent that. And so it's really a great thing to have in your stash for those moments when you have a thread that's just sort of misbehaving a little bit. This is going to help a lot. The other tip I would say, if you ever feel like your thread is misbehaving, also change your needle. The 2 things that are going to help, some sort of extra spool stand and new needles. Okay, let's see here. What else do I have? Oh, I have an umbrella. So Kate, I don't know how many of you've seen, but Bernina came out with 2 special edition beautiful machines this year. There is the Kate 770 and then the Kate 475. So they also have a whole bunch of really fun Kate inspired accessories. So of course, you could give somebody a bundle of fabric. A lot of the stores are going to have pre-cut bundles where they've cut like this is all Kate fabric, but we also have lots of other bundles, and who doesn't love fabric? This could be a cool thing to give people. But here we have, this is one of the Kate umbrellas. Like, look how pretty that is. So gorgeous. What a fun thing. And today it is pouring down rain in Seattle where we're at, and this would be very, very helpful. This also comes in a second color wave with a darker color as well. Really fun. So for those of you that are in the Pacific Northwest, a pretty umbrella, since we do need to use them a lot, is could be definitely a nice stocking stuffer. And then, question?
A question did come in about machines for Black Friday specials. Where can people go to get information on that?
Yes, so excellent question. So our Black Friday specials started yesterday. And because today is Tuesday, November 22nd, I believe. It started yesterday, the 21st, and our specials go all the way through until Monday, the 26th. So we have a lot of time where you can come in and get these Black Friday specials. A lot of the vendors do have special price drops on machines. Some of those price drops started yesterday. Some start today. Some start tomorrow. So we have a couple of different there's lots of different things. You can call a local store. We do have a landing page on our website. You can click the link at the top that talks about Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals, and that will take you to the deals. We also have great deals happening on all of the machines in store with a special offer. So if you've been thinking about something, give a store a call. Come on in. We do have specials if you are local with any sewing machine right now that you purchase. You're also getting an advent calendar on top of extra savings. So come and see us this week or a Monday. And I hope that answered all those questions, but go to the website. There is a banner up there with some of those price drop machines. Okay, next, more Kate stuff. So I couldn't find the stiletto, but there is also a Kate purple stiletto. There's a Kate purple seam ripper. So if you love purple, these are really handy tools, and they have really ergonomic, lovely handles that make it really easy to use. And they're purple, so some more fun Kate things. Since we're talking about purple, let's go into Kai's scissors. So a good pair of scissors is something that is always a great gift. So I do love the Kai Professional Series scissors. These are their nicest scissors. And like, when you just listen to them, it just feels like they're going to like just cut like butter, if you know what I mean. Like they are just so smooth. So they have the Professional Series scissors, and they're always in this sort of packaging. Like this is the 7000. This is one of our best selling Professional Series scissors, but they also have really beautiful, just standard dressmakers as well. Their pinking shears are really popular because they're a great value. Can be nice for the holidays if you're crafting and things. And then we also have some really lovely Kai gift sets, and that brings me to the purple, because here we have this is the serrated gift set. So these are designed for quilting. The idea behind a serrated blade, so all of these blades are serrated. One is, let's see, what sizes are these? We have the 8-inch, the 6-inch, and the 4.5 inch. And the idea behind a serrated blade is because it has the little etches in it, it's actually going to hold on to the fabric a little bit better. So when quilting, if you're going to do any fussy cutting, or sometimes when you're just cutting some things, it's going to help make the cuts a little bit cleaner. And so that's the difference between a serrated versus non-serrated blade. And then this is fun because they come in a nice package, and they're purple, which could also make it sort of a fun gift, a little different than our normal black scissors. Okay, let's put these over here. The other thing we have that is new and such a fun, great take to class size is, this is a special edition rotary cutting mat made by Quilter Select and Alex Anderson. It's 14 by 14. It is pink because part of the proceeds of this go to the Dr. Susan Love Foundation for Breast Cancer Research. So this is just fun. It's a fun size. The 14 by 14 would be great to have this in your like go bag when you like maybe sew with a friend, or you are coming to class. Or if you're like myself, and sometimes when you are quilting, you like to be able to turn and press or turn and cut. This would be really handy to have next to you when you're quilting and you want to just like trim a little something. Really handy size, and then it's fun that it's pink. Okay, let's see what else I have. Let's go over here. We have the Bobbin Saver 2. The reason why this bobbin saver is great, I don't know about you, but I feel like I have millions of bobbins. Obviously, that's an exaggeration. I don't really have millions, but it feels like I'm constantly finding bobbins places. And the bobbins here, this is a bobbin storage device. And what I like about it is it's square. So if you do have lots of bobbins, you can just line these up in a drawer or something, and then you can see all the colors. It's like silicone, so it moves nicely. So you can just put the bobbin in here. It's going to hold the tail in there. It helps keep all of that thread organized. Because most of the time what happens for me is I wind that bobbin to match my color, and then I might not use it again for a while. So then I just sort of stash it and then wind another bobbin, right? So I'm not that way I'm not wasting my thread. Over here, this is fun. These are new. These are called the Ultra T feet, and it's a 3-piece snap-on set. These feet are going to work on most Baby Lock and Brother machines, okay? So what's cool about these is they are all made out of a non-stick material. So most of you probably have used a non-stick foot before. It's great for smooth gliding over any fabric. What's cool about these is you're getting a non-stick foot that is a 1/4 inch foot, the standard zigzag foot, and actually, the standard zigzag foot and the open toe foot with the groove for decorative stitches. So this is sort of different and versatile. This is a really good value. It also comes in a really nice little box. So once again, great gift, great stocking stuffer. Let's see what I have left. It looks like I just have a couple more things. I'm going to move a couple things out of my way so that way I have a little space here. So let's talk about irons. So we have these really cool Panasonic cordless irons. So we have a couple that are brand new that are really designed for quilting. So what's cool about these Panasonic irons is you can see this is the base. This is what plugs in and charges. And then the iron itself does not have a cord, which is so great. You can just set it here. It charges. You pull it up to use it. You iron. What's different about these is it has a new nickel sole plate that is lovely. And it has these points here on both sides, which are supposed to help us when we're quilting get into our points, and they come in these really beautiful, this is the aqua color and the other color is blue, really lovely. And then what's awesome is when this also is really easy to store away. So the whole thing just goes in this cover here and it clamps down, and then you could just take the thing, take it to class, or you could put it on your put it on a shelf in your sewing room. But once again, a great iron, super handy when you want to turn and press. If you're turning and pressing, having a wool pressing mat is great. So we have these wool pressing mats in all different sizes. We have an 8.5 by 8.5 one, so a little one. This one here, I think is 20 inches. Oh, 14. Me and my sizes, 14 by 14. And then we also have a new one that is bigger and longer. And the beauty of a wool pressing mat is that it sort of takes that steam in and helps pull that steam through for you. It's also great if, let's say, like you are doing embroideries and you're going to iron an embroidery. When you flip, you want to flip it upside down so the embroidery design is on the actual mat, because since this has a little give, it doesn't like smash the embroidery design, if you know what I mean, and you can still iron it. So we love wool pressing mats. There are so many different great uses for them. It also makes a great gift. And I'm going to set it down here so I can get to the thing below it here. And needles. You can't have too many needles. Needles are just like a go-to. If you want a gift that you know someone's going to use and they are a maker, needles are great. What I love about these FOF needles is even though they say FOF, they're going to work on almost all of our current machines, okay? There's a standard sewing needle, but this is a nice pack because you get the universals, you get the quilting, you get embroidery, and you get a denim assorted. And what's fun about the FOF needles is the scarf of the needle actually has a different color on it. So it tells you both what type of needle it is and what size it is. So when it's not in the package, you can still reference back and know what it is, which I find that really helpful because a lot of times you put a needle in and you use it for maybe a half an hour while you're doing one thing and then you put it away, right? Generally, you do want to change your needles every 8 hours. If you ever get skipped stitches or something's doesn't seem to be behaving quite right with your machine, I always recommend rethreading your upper and lower and also putting a new needle in, and sometimes that will resolve it. But this is a great pack that could be a nice gift. Yes, question.
Yeah, Bill wants to know how much is the iron?
The iron right now, Bill, I believe is on sale for $139. Okay, so the last thing I have here, I should have got a hoop. Oh, I'm throwing the iron cover onto the ground. This is how you know we are live, right? So this is called the Grippy Grid. So if you are an embroiderer, what's great about this Grippy Grid is when you are hooping your hoop, this sort of grabs that hoop. So when you have the hoop here, you can put the bottom one down, you lay your fabric, and then you hoop it, and the hoop itself isn't slipping and sliding all over your table when you hoop it on a Grippy Grid. It's also handy because there are markings, so if you're trying to line things up, and you're trying to keep your hoop straight in this space and then keep the fabric straight on top of it, all the markings are going to help you as well. So a Grippy Grid is nice, and this comes in a tube. So when I was thinking about stockings, right, like it could be fun right in a stocking because it just comes in a tube like this, and it could just be right there in somebody's stocking sticking out the top. So that is what I have for you today. We have many more fun things for the maker in your life, whether you are a sewer, a quilter, a crafter. We've got great things with scan and cut, or an embroiderer. We have tons of great gifts for the maker in your life. We even have a brand new, if you're local, a really fun fabric punch card so that way you get fabric all year long. We have all sorts of good things. We also have gift cards. So if you need other ideas, pop into one of our store locations, browse our website, or look at our holiday gift guide. There is a PDF on our homepage that you can download. We have lots of fun ideas in there. And many of you should have received your holiday gift guide to your homes last week, or you might be receiving it this week. So if you have any questions, just post here, and we look forward to seeing you at next week's 10 a.m. How Do I?